Don't be scared.
I love the action clap. That was crazy.
No, that's industry standard
Yeah.
Sync clap.
to sync
Type
up
shit.
It's a proper clap too.
Type shit. Yeah. Can I cuss on here? Y'all be cussing.
We don't.
We don't.
People be cussing.
But you can, yeah, I
Be
guess.
cussing on here. I don't be the first person to come on, you know?
No, you're not the first person. Don't worry.
Type shit. That's all I need to say.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
It's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
It's been a long time, yes.
Yeah. When did we originally have like the idea?
Sometime last year.
At,
After the
I don't know.
creative mixer.
Yes, the creative mix.
Oh, so long?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the only reason
That's
we know
alright.
Seth. Well, I know Seth from the creative mixer.
Oh. No, I feel like I see Emma around more than that.
No, we definitely see each other.
So that's why I was like, the mixer feels a little too far in my head.
That was the first time somebody, I think it was Judah,
Yeah.
she grabbed me and they were like, she loves to gap. You'll need M on your podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then here we are.
Wait, that wasn't at the art forum?
No.
that was at,
The creative mixer.
Okay.
in
I'm just mixing. Maybe I'm just mixing up my days.
Mm-hmm.
months or
Because I've only gone
that
to
can't
one
be
art
good.
forum, and that was the business one with Richard.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
the
sir.
art forum for the one time.
Big up Romani.
You know Romani, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Romani was also
I
on
feel
the
like
podcast.
everybody
I
knows
just
Romani.
realized, yeah, Romani was on the podcast. Hi, hello. How are you? It is working. I just want to give a shout out to Brunton Studio. Thank you for allowing us to use your space. If you want to use this studio to shoot a video, take pictures, have a class, dance. If you just want to come here and scream, it's fine. You can check out the link below. We have a link below? Ooh, anyways. We'll link it down below.
Okay. That's what I'm
Yeah, that's
saying.
a while ago too.
Mm-hmm.
I feel so honored to be one of the guests.
Well, thank you for coming again. For people that don't know you, your name is?
Emma Clayton.
And, well, I know you as poet. You
Yes.
write poetry.
Yes.
But I don't know if there's other things that I don't know about.
There is actually quite a lot of things that I do. So I feel like poetry was like my first means of expression. But as I've like started, I guess, being a little bit more fearless in trying things that call out to me,
Yeah.
I've started dancing. I've started singing.
Oh, yes, I see you dance. You
I've
post about it here and there.
Yeah, I dance, I sing, I write poetry. I also curate events for creative women.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I am currently I'm in my first fashion designer bag. So I have like a cute little thing dropping soon.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's also new that I didn't know about.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
That's
I
what I'm
think I mainly just see you post poetry and when you have performances and
Yeah. I've
fit pics.
spoken word is what I am I'd say known most for.
Yeah.
And a fire fit. Yeah.
Would you be in Slam this year or no?
No, so I don't take part in the slam competition just solely on the fact that I don't identify my poetry as slam poetry.
What is
Okay.
the difference? Listen, I don't know about poetry. I was terrible at poems in secondary school.
Yeah.
That was the section that I know. Do expect no marks from.
Yeah.
So, no, like, you know when
Nah.
an English teacher, you're sitting down in front of the English teacher and they're like, this is slightly concerning.
No,
Oh.
real, because
Because, like, the exam is, like, in the next month.
Were you one of the ones where the teacher would come by you and they're watching the paper and it's like, guys, I need y'all to read the questions properly.
More.
That was
If-
very embarrassing because
more like-
everybody know that you are the one that they
So, like,
talking about.
I used to sit down, like, directly in front of the teacher.
Mhm.
And, like, literally, because, like, we had, like, an English book that would have the different sections of the exam.
Yeah.
So, like, that question part for poems,
Mhm.
it was one of those lean. need you to get it this time, please.
No, but Jabari, I'm gonna rest of, a hand on the table when I say this.
Right.
Ain't nobody had a clue what those crazy white men were saying.
No.
either.
What do you mean?
Like
Foxcat Brown.
like
Blue
Thomas
Moon.
Hardy.
And then, what is the meaning of these words? I don't know, dog. Is he Cat Brown? I don't know. No, he's creating a picture.
You need
of
to open up your
struggle
mind. Come
of
on.
society that we're facing in this current time.
Listen. Just to quickly finish my point,
Right.
is my poetry is something like, it's words that literally just come out of me, like from personal experiences and personal lessons that I've learned.
Right.
Whereas I feel like the slam poetry competition, it just, how to say this word, because I don't wanna bad talk the slam poetry competition, but let me just say, it's not for me.
Okay.
It's not for me. I'll just stop there and stop trying to find a fancy way to say it doesn't call to me.
Okay.
It doesn't call to me.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so then what was life like, I guess, before poetry? Like, what were you always writing, or was it like a
Well, I did
newer thing that kind of happened?
No, so I had I did creative writing as a degree. So I did marketing and creative writing. That was my degree. So I was always writing for school. But to say writing even for leisure, that only started when I made the choice to start doing inner work. So I feel like the journaling started, and as I journaled more, the poetry started coming out of me and flowing out of me more frequently.
Right.
And I'd say that would probably only be like in 2024, 2023.
Yeah.
End of 2023. That's when I would say that I started taking writing very, like, I started doing it
Taking
on
it
a
more
regular
seriously?
basis.
Okay.
On a regular basis, because I don't even want to say I take it seriously. Taking it seriously. What does that mean? I don't know. Like, I love to write, and I realize when I don't write, my mind becomes clustered, so I literally have to write.
Right.
So I guess that is pretty serious. I guess we could say that's taking it seriously.
Yeah.
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 Okay, so you moved to England.
Yes.
5 years?
Yes.
About 5 years?
No, yeah, 5 years.
Okay. Like, what was that like living there?
Living in England.
Asking for a friend.
Well, let's start by saying university and living in England and working in England were two completely different experiences.
Okay.
University, I was privileged enough to have two parents who worked their ass off to send me to school where I didn't have to like work to provide to go to school.
Yeah.
Right.
So when I was in university and I was just studying and living in Liverpool, pick up my Scouts people for the one time. Yeah. Liverpool FC till I die type shit.
Is that a very aggressive accent?
What? Yeah. It's like
You
chicken
said-
on a kettle coke.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Just making sure.
My people. Yeah. I love my Liverpudlians. That was just centered around vibes. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, in Trinidad, I was a committee. Like, I was very heavily in the party scene. So when I moved away, I just was looking for the vibe.
Yeah.
So my university experience was centered around making sure that I passed all my exams and going out and partying with my friends. And then that was fun. And then when I graduated and I moved to London and I had to work, that's when like life got more real, I'd say.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, you want me to die for your system? You want you want this vibes back in blood, literally.
Yeah.
And I became very like, very like overwhelmed mentally. I was always getting sick. I wasn't taking care of myself.
This is after university.
Yeah, this is
while
after
working.
university while working in London.
What were you doing in London?
I was doing social media marketing in London.
Okay.
Right.
So I actually did it for a very bougie ass like aesthetics clinic on Harley Street in central London. So I felt like if like I was going to work with all these like with all these rich doctors walking down the street in their Maseratis, and I'm here, little Trini girl, thinking, yeah, I made it. And then I would literally clock in, wanna die, clock out, wanna die, and then literally
reset.
And on the weekend or like even after work, because sometimes you need it, like you need a little dopamine boost like midweek. I just look for things to like escape my reality.
Right.
So again, just looking to party, looking to get drunk, looking to get lit. Like that was my whole experience, just being in the scene and working, and that left me very like unfulfilled, I'd say.
Right.
So living in London, looking back, there was a lot of good times because I was having fun, but feeling the fulfillment I do now being back home, feeling like if I have purpose, feel like I'm doing something that means something to me. I can see how much happier I am now here versus fighting up working the 9 to 5 over there in a corporate something just to say that, oh, I live in London.
Yeah.
Versus I'm not back home in Trinidad. So that's my London experience. Yeah.
Was it hard to come back? I guess because I don't know if I see it as like you work to, I guess, go and do this thing. You do the thing, and then now everybody kind of sees you come back like, oh, it wasn't working out, so
yeah, that is.
Is that why you're back? Like,
no, that is defo the stigma around anybody who
like,
goes away and comes back.
You didn't make it.
it's
tough.
like, ugh.
It's like, oh, the city ate you
See,
and chewed you and
I told
spit
you
back
not to
up.
dream. You had these dreams before. I said you're crazy. You went to do it, and now you're back here with me.
I'm screaming. I definitely see where that comes from, but it also comes from like minds that ain't never left Trinidad.
Right.
So it's like, y'all could have your opinions. I could have my peace of mind.
Right.
I feel like everybody needs to find what's true to them. Some people go away and strive and love that whole lifestyle, and that fulfills them, like, because they find meaning in the monetary value they gain. They feel money in the status or the events that they're going to or the places that they're in. For me personally, like, I value being able to create something that I can put my name on that also helps community. And I wasn't doing that by doing social media for no rich fucking doctor who's doing BBLs. Like, I'm there just taking before and afters of ass. Yeah. That's not
Yikes.
That's not
For some people, that's a dream.
No, well, this is what I'm saying. Not my dream. Everybody needs to find their truth. For me, like, coming home allowed me to, one, do the self-reflection, to not only have the ability to say, okay, this is what I want to do, but to also do the like reflection and like, okay, if this is what I want to do, I need to sit with all of these things that I've ignored for the last 5 years.
Yeah.
So it's not weighing me down and thus weighing down whatever I build.
Right.
So Trinidad definitely allowed me to do that. And it was the best thing ever, like moving back home, because I could have tried and stayed and fight up, but fuck that. London is a city to visit.
Right.
So it's however you look at it, right? Every situation will have a negative and a positive side. So it's what you choose to gain from a situation.
Right. I get that.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I thought you looked like you had,
No,
had something to say.
I've spoken enough for the day. This is your show now.
So my show, we both running this thing to the finish line. So that was what year you came back?
So I came back July 2023.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what was
Did you
it?
quarantine?
Did I quarantine?
Yeah. Was it not quarantine times?
No.
No, I didn't quarantine.
Okay.
Quarantine time was 2020, 2021.
Oh,
Yeah, dog.
I don't know. All right.
Yeah. So coming back to Trinidad, where was your thinking of, okay, what do I do next? Or was it, yeah, I'm coming home and I know was it like, I don't really know what I'm doing, I'm coming home and I'm seeing where it goes? Or was it okay, I know what my next step is? No.
No clue, no direction. I came home literally with like my heart in my hand.
Right.
I was like, okay, this era of my life is over.
Mm-hmm.
I now have to relook at my life through the lens of now living in Trinidad.
Right.
So it was hard. I had no direction. I say it all the time, like that was the pinnacle thing that happened, me moving back home, to like jumpstart my belief in a higher power.
Right.
Mhm.
Because I literally, when I mean I had not a fucking clue, like I said, my heart was in my hands. I was like, yo, I dealt with the emotions of feeling like a failure, like
Right.
having my parents like almost trying to hurry me into going back away or finding another opportunity to go back away. And I'm like, bro, I just
It's like, yo,
spent
I just came back.
Like,
Why are you
bro,
trying to get rid of me?
I just spent 5 years, like, literally, like, on my own. Like, can you give me a minute?
Well,
to,
maybe
like-
England wasn't the answer. Maybe it's Sweden.
Maybe. Who knows?
No.
Who knows? Who knows? So that's what I did. I came back home and I started asking God for purpose, because I was like, I realized, like, I need to admit to myself that no regular job, no regular 9 to 5 is going to fulfill me, because
Right.
I'd been doing it over and over and over and not liking it. And the thing about me, I'm not afraid to quit. Gal like me, I am gone. From the time I see like my mental health plummeting at your workplace, here's my resignation.
Yeah.
This ain't for me. And I feel like that has been like a blessing and a curse, because obviously my parents look at me like, bro, stick with something. I'm like, I ain't gonna stick with something I don't love. So
Right.
I'm going to
every time
find
you apply
what
to a
I
new
love.
place, it's like, well, we see you had 5 jobs in the last 2 months.
It's like,
Explain.
I didn't fuck with them. They didn't fuck with me. Moving on. Let's go. Let's keep looking for what works. And
Yeah.
that is what worked, like me focusing on my creative expression and my community building.
Right.
It's the only thing that I've done in my life that has felt, one, meaningful for my own self-development, but I've seen by the response in other people that like come and speak to me who have
Right.
like consumed my art or been to one of my events,
Mm-hmm.
and it feels meaningful because they're giving me these sort of reassuring, like purposeful responses as to what I have been able to do for them by sharing
Right.
or by creating a space.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, there's no other better feeling than that. And I've just decided, yeah, like this is what makes sense. And this is something that I was led to through sitting and unpacking like my painful experiences.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't a case that I prayed to God for purpose and then it was like a whisper in my ear: create community, express, write poems, dance, sing. No, it wasn't like that. It was like, remember that really painful thing that you said didn't affect you and you just kept it stepping? Are you sure you didn't feel anything? And I'm there in my journal like, okay, I did. And then I would then feel the grief of that, get that balanced perspective of, oh, this happened because I needed to learn this.
Yeah.
And then through countless processes of that same thing, I felt light enough to then be like,
All right, let's get up. Let's go.
okay,
Yeah.
let me share
Yeah.
because I've learned some things.
Yeah.
And then that's how it began.
Okay.
That's how it all began.
Okay. So the road to the morning brew. What
The
would have?
road to the morning brew.
Yeah.
That was
Tell
a
us.
crazy.
Yeah.
That was a crazy experience. I can't
Mhm.
lie. I was actually at Romany's. Like, I'm pretty sure we just came out from the river or something. like we literally just came out from the river. Like, Tefo probably smoking a weed, and then
Right.
all of a sudden,
Hello.
no, all of
It's
a
who?
sudden, I get a call.
Mhm.
You free to go on CNN tomorrow for the poetry corner? They need a poet, and I recommended you. And I'm like, this was from Alicia Reyes. I think I'm saying her name wrong.
Big up Anicia.
Alicia.
Alicia.
Yeah.
Sorry, Anicia. Whoever that is.
I'm so upset I'm pronouncing her name wrong. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, I'm so sorry. But it's a mom and daughter duo, Alicia and Shania Reyes. Yeah.
Reyes.
Yeah.
I
Reyes.
think it's right.
Reyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they called me and they were like, "You free to go on the show?" And I was like, "Never been on TV,
Right.
never been interviewed like that." And I was just like, you know what? Yeah.
Yes, I
Why
free.
not?
Free now.
Why not?
Right.
Like, I wouldn't have, and that's the thing I think is another one of like the key factors as to why I just happen to fall upon opportunities.
Right.
My ability to not like be afraid to be seen and like seen doing things that I've never done before.
Right.
And I think that willingness to put yourself out there is what continuously aligns you to get new opportunities to do other cool shit. Like, this is cool shit to me. Like, we're sat in a studio on a Friday afternoon talking.
It is Friday, actually.
Yeah,
Yes,
like,
it is
we're
Friday.
just
Forgot what day it was.
sat here and talking, and it's just like, yeah, vibing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I always think about people hanging up on TV as like,
I would do it
how you
once.
do that? Huh?
I'll do it once.
I'll do it once also. I don't know if I want to be on TV all the time.
What was your
but
reason for doing it though? Like,
I
I want to
don't
do it
want
once just to show my parents, like, yeah, I was on TV and that was it.
No, it's exactly
There's
that.
not a
It's just
reason.
like, well, yeah.
See, Mom, I'm not wasting my time.
No, but it would literally just be for, well, yeah, I'm on TV tonight. Just,
That's it.
and just to have evidence of I was on TV. Okay.
Don't know. I feel like a lot of things are happening this year just because I'm like, might as well try it.
Exactly. Because when
Game
you
show.
operate,
Yeah, true.
when you operate in that level of, why not?
Yeah, I'm a professional moko now.
Oh my goodness,
I'm
yes.
not a professional moko, but I'm a
He did
amateur
it once
moko
and he's
for
like,
sure.
I can do this a couple more times.
No, it literally took 5 minutes to just balance on these sticks. And
No,
I
I
was
saw
like,
the video. I saw
this
the
is-
video. It was great.
This is fun.
I tried
Onward.
being a mocha once, and
It was a roller coaster of
it's not for
emotions.
me.
Serious.
Those two videos were 5 minutes apart.
Oh damn! You be taking some fire pics.
I don't think they're ready for me to like. I feel like I'm a very unhinged for like TV. So again, one time out of me, and then after that,
I just feel like everybody's unhinged though.
no. But I will say it. Like no, but meaning like I feel like some people think it, and they're like, maybe not the time, but it will just come out my mouth. No,
I feel like that's
on
how
live
it's-
TV, I feel like that should not.
I
You need to
feel
have restraint.
Like you have to do the where's the pre-interview questions
Yeah,
before
yeah.
before you go, so you know
Nah.
exactly what you're going up to talk about.
Nah, guys. Authenticity captures people. Even if you're insane, trust me, you're gonna find your insane niche. Like my niche is literally insane girlies who want to spread love.
Right.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like a good mix.
What do you mean?
Professor X didn't make that, right? That wasn't in his mix. It was sugar, spice.
And everything nice.
Yeah, but insane and love.
No,
don't
but
feel
you have
like
to realize when I say insane, what is insane? Insane is somebody who's a genius because you dare to dream things that people think don't exist or
Gotcha.
can't exist.
I feel like when somebody calls you insane, it's never really
Positive.
positive.
No, well, I just
You know?
feel like it's
That's why I was
about
like,
it's 100% about redefining the words that we use.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
Like insane, I see that as a good thing. It's like I want the insane girlies. Like those are my people, because it's like you're not existing in a reality where you have any limitations.
mhm.
Okay.
So, yeah, I like that because that's what I feel like. That's where the change makers are. That's where the revolutionaries are.
Yeah.
Right.
Do
So, yeah.
you work in marketing now?
No, so I've fully stopped doing corporate marketing. I am living a very broke life.
Okay. Because I was gonna ask what is like, what sustains
You know what?
you?
One of those things. How you eating, dog?
No, literally
Right.
through God who strengthens me. And I this lack of access to the funds that are mine type
Yeah.
shit has inspired me to eat more simple
Right.
and like eat more healthy, eat more like what's the word, natural. So like I'm focusing very much on like again like not meat and so like no meats, just a lot of like vegetables, peas,
Yeah.
rice, potatoes. Like when you're cooking for yourself, like you don't need a lot. Cause
No, you really don't.
I live on my own, so it's like
Okay.
I'm literally just cooking for me, and you realize how much your body feels fueled not eating the big 3 meals a day, like breakfast.
Oh, I think I have like one proper meal a day.
There you go.
I also
Well-
just ate a full roti, so I'm like fine.
Yeah.
No, this is my buy food week, okay?
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like breakfast, like before it's like bacon, eggs, toast. Like
Who be eating that every day?
my mom was doing like full spreads type shit when I used to live at home, and then eat lunch.
She looking for an next child?
No,
Okay.
and lunch like would be like say like pilau, and then dinner you eat the pilau again, and you just had those 3 big meals throughout the day, and you're just feeling so sluggish, and you're like, wait, I actually didn't need to eat all that
Yeah.
because I'm eating
You were
way.
actually having 3 meals a day, like 3 proper meals a day?
Yeah, bitch, I'm thick. Do you know like?
No,
come
I'm
on.
asking because that just sounds wild to me.
No, that was
I feel like I
that
would
was life at home. Yeah, for sure.
feel like I'll eat
When
in
I
the
lived
morning,
in
eat in the
London,
evening,
when I
and
lived
then
in
that's it.
London, I wasn't eating. Like I was on a strict weed and water diet. But
What?
Weed and water is crazy.
Dog.
That was like, who people is oh gosh, coke and a cigarette in the morning and that's breakfast.
Yeah.
That is disgusting.
No.
That
Yeah.
cannot be good for you.
And I'm gonna say that not sounding healthy at all.
I
No,
never
it
heard about
was
weed
not
and water though.
healthy.
Weed makes you hungry, no?
no, when you drink loads of water,
Okay, you know.
All right.
you're fasting. you're in your spirit body. You've transcended hunger.
Oh, that's a new one.
That's a new one.
Very new.
That's
You
an updated list there for sure.
transcended hunger.
All right, firmware update. All right.
I'm screaming. I love it.
But
But yeah.
you spoke about when you went to the UK that like the meals were like just it was like
yeah, it was
just
just
right.
enough to get you by.
Yeah.
And I was bare walking. It's so crazy. Like you go on vacation and you don't
You walk so much.
you don't relax. You walk because everything is so new. Like ooh buildings,
Yeah.
paintings,
Yeah.
people.
So much to do non-stop all the time.
It's wild.
Very
Mhm.
wild.
The whole day goes and you're like, and you still have energy by the end. Like by the end of the day.
It's like, oh wait, we gotta go back
Whereas
home.
like here, I would sit down whole day by the computer and I would be burnt out by 3:00.
Yeah.
Whereas there's like 8:00. I'm like, could we go out and party? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, like the
I
sun.
trying to hit up a club.
The
What you for?
The sun is still up at 9 p.m. We're outside.
Which is wild.
We're outside. No.
I couldn't hear you say that.
Definitely.
That sun was out
It's like,
till late.
my what's wrong?
It's like 7, 8, and I'm like, this is not normal, guys. And also
Nah,
people
London
don't,
during the summer is the best.
and people don't come out to work till like 10:00. which is wild. Because there's traffic from
Not in
6 o'clock,
telecoms.
7 o'clock here. Huh?
Not in telecoms, I can tell you that.
What I mean? Oh, because you'll always... I mean, but the stores there were like not opening until basically lunchtime.
Okay.
And I'm like, why are these streets empty? It is 8 o'clock.
Right.
It's 9 o'clock.
Wait, empty streets in London at
Yeah.
8 a.m.?
Yeah. I'm
Where?
telling you.
It's just fact checking, yes.
When I say
Where?
empty, like...
Bro, as somebody whose job started at 8:30 a.m.,
And I
that
wanna
on
say-
that
No,
underground,
it
on that
piles up very
underground,
quickly, but there is like that very early. I won't say very early,
I'm
but
literally in the train and somebody else's nose is hair. Because we're like this.
well, I don't know about the trains, but I mean like the streets.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know. I guess everybody is probably gonna reach around the same time.
Maybe. I
But-
can't fact check you. Obviously, you would have experienced what you
Yeah.
experienced. I never experienced that.
Yeah.
So therefore,
Because, like,
I can't
I don't
speak
feel.
on
I
it.
don't
like-
feel like I was getting up that early.
thinking about New York, it's just people in your face all the time. And
No,
I can
there's-
imagine
Once people
London
are out, it's bare people until
Yeah, but
late.
Because, like, even in
But
New
7
York, it's
o'clock
like
to 8
people
o'clock,
in your face
it's-
all the time. It's like, y'all don't have, like, homes. No, I dead serious. Whether it's 12 o'clock in the night.
So you go be judging the man on their homes, way.
Nah, dog. At some point, go home. Like, go home,
No,
pimp. Go home.
no, you trying to send people in their place.
Did you
No,
try
like,
the carts with the music
No,
in London? No,
no.
you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking
It
about.
looks fun, and I want to know like if you tried it, and was it worth the money? Because
I personally
I don't
didn't
wanna
have the
lie.
money
okay.
to check to see if it would be worth it.
sis
I
was
really wanted to
living.
play
She
Chief
was
Keef.
not vacationing.
Yeah,
I wanted to play Chief Keef. Like if I wanted to go
as you should.
Chief Keef,
Chief Keef in the little
yeah,
while he's pedaling.
banging it. And he
So
don't understand
how
how word it
all
is.
in a note.
Not even that one, Fanato.
I don't know what that song is.
Okay, that's like
Go
my
on,
favorite
rap
one.
it first then.
No, I won't be doing that today. What is life like growing up in the West? I guess before you moved to Europe. Is it that you went to
This
school
is
in the
a
West as
loaded
well
question. Yeah, I went to I went.
too? Is the lighthouse far for you? Like I need to know how of a West person you are.
I live in the
No,
east
Hannah-
now. I got here
No, but I'm
by a
asking-
bus route. Okay,
Okay.
don't ever,
But I'm
ever.
asking you, life before, was the lighthouse far? Like was that technically
Yeah, no, for
the
sure.
south border?
No, for sure.
Okay.
Living in the West, loaded question. I feel like I was kind of like in this weird sort of in between where I was too black for the white people, but then too white for the black people.
Right, right.
So I kind
That makes
of,
sense.
I kind of felt kind of like I didn't belong in either circles. So that experience kind of led me to be more, what's the word? I guess just more angry and hurt because I didn't
Really?
feel like if I belonged anywhere. So I was just like, okay, I need to do what I can to just make this work for me. So how it was, that's how I ended up being in like so many parties because I was like, okay, if it's one thing, I'm a vibe.
Right.
Right.
So
In the club, we all fam.
we all fam.
You know what that
I
is.
don't know what that is.
That's
It's
okay.
brain rot.
Nice.
brain rot.
That's fun.
It's great brain rot. So yeah, I had like the people that I would like spend time with and like go
Mhm.
to the beach and go to like spend the weekends with, and then there were people I would see in parties and stuff. I can't lie, I was a menace for growing up. I
A
was
what?
a menace.
Like what? Like,
Like-
what were
Like
you
I was just like I said, I feel like my dad gave me a god complex, and then when I came, a god complex meaning like he told me like I was the best thing in the
Yeah.
world,
Yeah.
and it was my world, and everybody else was just existing in it.
Mm-hmm.
So then when I would walk with that confidence like into a room in these spaces in the West, they're like, who is this fat black bitch? Holly, your mother cunt. Like, fuck you actually. Like, you're not shit. And that then hardened me. I feel like getting bullied made me a bully for sure. Like everybody. Like hurt people. So then I was like, okay, if y'all don't love me, I guess
It's my foot on your neck.
y'all could fear me then, you know.
That
like,
happens all the time, you know.
no, for
It's
sure.
like people think that you're a bad person, so it's like, oh well, if you don't think that already, I might as well just
Lean
be a
into
bad
it.
person.
Like lean into it, you know, like so that's kind of how I grew up. I kind of rathered people know they couldn't fuck with me versus like me or be my friend. I was like, y'all don't need to love me, but y'all will respect me because I've been disrespected a lot of times growing up. So I had to unpack and deal with that, and I still feel like even to this day, weirdo bitches will try and hold
Who?
weirdo bitches.
Oh,
They will.
it did not sound like that. I was like, who? I don't even know who these people are.
Yeah, even some weirdo bitches will still like hold me accountable for who I was when I was 16, 17 and will still watch me hard to this day. And I'm just like, babe, like if you give me a chance to
Do you
reintroduce
think
myself,
you should be?
genuinely.
I'm asking because like, let's say celebrities.
Mhm.
They would say something 10 years ago and it would come up now and it's like,
Hey, I was a kid.
you need to apologize. And then these celebrities like, guys, I was 10 years ago and saying this was okay. Relax. I'm a different person now.
Yes, I
Like,
agree.
do you think
I agree with that.
Or are you like,
I feel like you can do both, right? Like if somebody that I have wronged came up to me today, I would literally be open to hearing them and I
like,
would apologize 100% because at the end of the day, like you hurt somebody, right?
Right.
But what I don't stand for is like people thinking that they could still speak on who I am from knowing me when I like before I left for London, before I left for England.
The
It's like
countless amount of experiences you've had.
it's like, bro,
isn't who
the
you
fact
are.
that you think I'm incapable of changing from 5 years ago is literally a testament. The fact that you have not changed since 5 years ago.
how
Like,
bad
clock it.
was it though? Like,
What do you mean? Like, how bad?
no,
was
like,
how was-
I guess the relationship with these people out there, like,
Still holding on
I
to it.
really hate you so much from 10 years ago, 5 years ago, however long it was.
I feel like what people.
Like, did you like pull out somebody's hair, like, chop it off? Like, was it
No.
like, I don't know.
I wasn't chopping
Great
off.
scissors.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't chopping anyone's hair off. I think I was just like
Crush somebody
very
both.
sharp with my words.
Oh, okay.
I was very sharp with my words, so I probably wouldn't have thought about it after, like 10 seconds after I said it.
Like
But
one of those.
I was
you saw
definitely
for-
going for the jugular. Like it's like you want to tell me about myself. Let me tell you something about you. And
I feel like
it was
these are
really
situations that I've never been in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like how people is getting like, you know, like
well.
we talking. Must say something.
And you get so fired up.
Yeah.
No, because when people are met with confrontation, right?
Right.
You do two things. Either some people are confrontational back, or some people will then go inwards and be like,
Yeah. I'm
Let
a
me-
not very non-confrontational person. So like
"See,
I
I'm a
wouldn't end up-
confrontational
I wouldn't
person."
end up so like I didn't want pickles on my burger. Oh well.
No,
I'll
I'm
pick it out.
I'm at the
Oh no, I will eat the pickles for sure.
I'm at the, well, first of all, I like pickles, so I think this is a bad example.
Okay.
No,
but-
this is a great
Okay,
example.
fine. Tomatoes in your burger.
I love tomatoes in my burger.
What is
That's
wrong
gross.
with you?
Tomatoes in your burger?
You put ketchup in your burger. It's the same
No.
thing.
No.
It's the same thing.
When you bite it and it just
Granted, I
spills
do
out.
find that ketchup is a low tier condiment. It's like, no, it's a serious thing. This is the worst condiment you could put. Is ketchup. There's so many other things. There's garlic.
Whatever
There's
it is.
honey. There's barbecue. There's even the random pink sauce that they'll be making up.
I'm screaming. That has ketchup in it.
Oh, sorry, not the pink. What's this other thing? There's so many other things.
The
Just
mambo.
not bare ketchup. You could do mambo, which I think, you know, a little spicy
Ah,
life.
yeah.
But not
Oh, mambo
not
sauce, right.
plain ketchup.
Okay.
Because some things have a mix of ketchup and that tastes nice.
Ketchup.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fan of ketchup.
Is that why you wore red today? Basic. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Right, but
I forgive you for your ADHD moment just
Okay.
now. We caught that on camera. Gotcha.
Yeah. So I'm a very non-confrontational person. So it's like I'll work around it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell them, hey, You better get on your knees and remove these pickles. It's okay.
Why did you say get on your knees?
I mean,
No,
yeah.
like-
Why did they need to get on
That
their
was a
knees?
little-
Could they
Because
not
that
just
was
could they not just take off the
being
pickles?
Why
apologetic.
did you say get?
Hey yo! No.
Yeah.
No, I understand what you're saying. I'm not like that. I'm very
Right.
confrontational in the fact where like I just have to catch a kind of weird vibe and I'm asking you, so what's that vibe about? What's that tone? What's that tone in your voice?
Wait, you looking at me?
You trying
Are
to
you-
get gangster?
Are you have a problem?
You trying to get gangster?
No, I would genuinely ask. It's like,
Put
is
your
it?
dukes up.
It's
Put
like,
your-
it's not putting your dukes up, but it's just like I refuse to ignore the clear signal and
Mhm.
non-verbal cues that you're sending me right now. So let's
Okay.
discuss it. Like I'm feeling them. I see them. Let's talk about it because I'm not gonna sit and pretend it's not here. So I think that without the level of compassion I have now, came across as very like confrontational, aggressive,
Right.
mean, bully-like. So I feel like these are defo traits that I would have carried for years as a teenager, just from
Right.
again being in situations where I felt like I was taken advantage of, and I just held on to that pain and doubled it and passed it on to people like people
Right.
do, until I decided to sit and admit that one, these things hurt me, and two, actually feel the grief of that.
Right. And was it that you did some form of therapy, or is it just like personal where you just looked within and it's like
I just looked within and asked God to guide me to see the duality of my experiences,
Right.
because you don't want to fall into the trap of painting yourself a villain or a victim, because you're both. In every situation, you're both. So I feel like seeing that so clearly now in my life has allowed me to move forward, as well as move forward like in a more loving way.
Okay.
In a more loving way.
Yeah. I think it have a lot of people that's walking around with a lot of hate, and it's just like you're clearly not figuring it out by yourself, but you should. I think it's okay to talk to somebody that's unbiased.
No, I love people who can afford therapy. Big up y'all.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those people. Like I said, I'm eating lentils and rice.
How much is therapy?
I don't know.
Hundreds of
It's probably
dollars.
like $600.
Excuse, could y'all not die today?
Yeah, maybe like $500 to $600 maybe as an hour. That's usually what a session is.
type shit. $500-$600.
I thought it was like 3.
Nah.
6?
I mean, if your therapist
Sorry,
is,
I'll talk to myself. I'll figure it out.
this is what I'm saying, guys. I did not go to therapy.
Yeah. But I
Divine
think taking a moment
guidance.
also, just like
Divine
this situation
guidance.
was real sticky.
No.
What went wrong? Let me ask myself, what did I do wrong? Oh, what did this person do? And how does this situation make me feel?
Exactly.
But some of us,
You
I
could
guess
get
life.
stuck.
Everybody's emotionally.
you're not going to
You
say
could get stuck.
life be life, and then
And this is why
15 years go by and
divine guidance, guys.
I wanted to try it once.
therapy?
Yeah.
Why not?
That's 1 hour out
Yeah,
of. I
try
mean,
it.
I'll make back the money, hopefully.
No, but I think
Why should I
like you
make
go
no money
that one
after?
session and then it's like that was deep. Maybe one more time.
Nah, I'm
You
good.
don't think so?
That for sure. I'll be like, you know what? That was enough.
It's like that's nice.
Yeah.
Give me some insight.
Yeah.
No, but guys, on a serious
Yeah.
all the answers are within us.
Mm-hmm.
Like, in the like simplest way I could say it,
Yeah.
everything is within us, and you can literally get access to that knowledge by asking
Right.
whoever, whatever you connect to,
Mm-hmm.
like whatever higher power, if any.
Yeah.
But that's what worked for me, and yeah, I live and die by it.
Mm-hmm.
I will die on that hill. That when you ask the universe, God, divine source, whatever you want to call it, for guidance, it's given to you. Without a doubt, because I would literally be stuck on a situation over and over and over and over and over and over. And I'm literally like, I'm losing my mind. Can't figure out why this has happened. What is this meant to teach me? And it literally like cripples me. Mm-hmm. And the minute I give up control and ask for that guidance, I hit my journal. And then by the end of me writing, I'm like,
becomes clearer.
There's the answer right there on the page. 600 still in my pocket.
Come on.
Type shit.
You have to pay for the book.
The book was a gift. The book was a gift.
I guess we could talk a little bit about existing ethereally.
So it was ethereally, but now it's existing ethereal. Full stop. No ly. We're really just it now. Like before, we were.
Just take that off.
It was Adge.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Now it's just it. So existing ethereal. So existing ethereal is an online platform that just kind of showcases everything that I love, like from other creatives as well as like myself. I literally have in my ethos that it's just a place for people to exist without fear and shame, because that's my whole sort of ethos, that like there's no topic too deep to touch. There's no trauma too deep to unpack in a expressive way. Mm-hmm. And by me kind of doing that on that page, I then look for creatives who embody that same energy, as well as their art reflects that. So that's what that is. And it's just a collection of everything. So the expressions aren't limited to any one art form, as well as I use that page to build community and online community, as well as like physical community for the events that I then have.
Yeah.
So that's basically what existing ethereal is. It's just remembering that we're all divine. Like out of this meat suit, we're all just energy recycled and used.
Meat suit?
Yeah, our bodies.
No, I got it. I just don't really hear that too often.
Yeah,
Never
we're in
before.
meat suits right now. Like we are our spirits. And that's what goes on after our bodies die. So existing ethereal is the, I guess, you saying like, yeah, I know that. So therefore, I know we're all the same thing.
Yeah. And how often is it that you would, I guess, host an event? Because I know you do have one. I think I saw you.
Well, this is what I'm saying.
Performing, but
the events are very. The events are very like. Right now, as I'm now starting off, it really is when like an opportunity comes to me. So like the last event that I had was a collaboration with Flow State.
yeah.
That's Dominic, and we did a all women's open dance session.
Got it.
And that was just this month, right before Valentine's, and it was called Release. So it was centered around just releasing tension and energy trapped in our bodies through movement, free movement. So you come with your music, you put it on, speakers blasting, lights, mirrors, and you're just moving without fear of judgment. It's not choreographed. It's just all about what feels good. So yeah, the events just happen as opportunities come to me, because I'm only one girl at the end of the day with no money. So I really try my best to still create spaces out of literally nothing, like no sort of capital. Yeah. Just a need to share and a need to bring people together who share a similar vision. And that's it. So hopefully once, more capital is add access to me, the more events we'll have.
Yeah. And how has the feedback been on it, like, so far?
So the feedback has actually been like, beautiful actually, because I'm only having events that I want to go to as well. So
Right.
that is a whole aspect that we're not even gonna touch, like my fulfillment of actually going to my own event.
Mm-hmm.
But in regards to feedback from other people, it's so beautiful because obviously starting off, I wanted packed rooms of like 40, 50 people off
Yeah.
the jump.
Mm-hmm.
And when I didn't get that, like, my mind's first instinct was to be like, what's the point?
Mhm.
But it's the 6, 7 people that come and then weeks after this still sending you messages being like how great it was, how much of a good time they had, how much people like they're now still connected with.
Yeah.
And that feels very fulfilling. Like, I feel like anybody who comes to my events, like, I leave with a piece of them and they leave with a piece of me, almost. Because it's in the stage where it's like, it can still be very, like, intimate in the sense where, like, we're sharing this space together for a reason and we're all connected by this thing and we're enjoying and we're having a great time. So it's very fulfilling. The feedback has been really, really good. Like, definitely. It's been a journey for sure.
Yeah.
Because something always goes wrong during an event and you just have to like
roll with it.
They always
roll
say
with
that.
it.
They always say something always goes wrong, and I'm like,
All the time.
all the time? Like,
All the time.
100%?
100%.
Wow.
There'll just be something.
Mm.
And just adapting in the moment. Like, I love
Mhm.
I love that energy of like, okay, this isn't working, but
What went
what are we
wrong in the
doing?
last one?
What went wrong in the last
Because you just
one?
said there's
Everyone.
100%
So
something wrong rate.
the thing that went wrong in the last one, to be fair,
Don't lie now.
I'm thinking, I'm like, wait, actually,
You just said 100%.
well, this is what I'm saying. I'm trying to think about, I feel like nothing went wrong in the last one because I had so much help from Dominic.
I mean, it doesn't have to be a big thing. It could be like a minor
No, well,
thing.
this is what I'm saying. Nothing.
Like everything went to plan.
Everything went to plan.
Everybody showed up on time.
Yeah. Like, there was no
Basically,
issue for me.
So you're lying on it.
You
On
say
the
you come
podcast.
on the good podcast to lie.
I
That's what you just said.
Bro, I lied and said every single one goes wrong. Or every single one, something goes wrong.
Clip it.
We got you.
Got him.
Listen, nothing. I can tell you what went
Yeah.
wrong in the one that I had before that.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll take that.
I had a boiler room at my actual, like, residence.
That is not a healthy idea.
What?
Yeah. At
Wait,
my
you know what a boiler room is? Boiler room is a music thing, right?
Yeah, that's when a DJ is
Yeah,
DJing and the
Like the
girls
table
are
is like in the
party.
center.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the parties.
And it's just
Bare people.
Well, this is what I'm saying. It wasn't bare people. It was like
Enough.
It was like
don't-
9 girls.
Okay.
9 of
But
us.
still, when I think of a boiler room, it's bare people.
Nah, it was only
Okay.
9 people. But
Uh-huh.
anyways, the girlies were smoking in my place.
That's fun.
I told them they could smoke in my place. I was
Oh.
smoking in my place. But the girlies dropped ash all over my very very expensive carpet and burnt holes in my carpet. And so I woke up the next day and I was like, I'm never having an event in my house again.
Well, that was just to open up your mind so that, you realize the materialistic things don't matter.
This guy, bro.
No, I'd be upset for sure.
No, I was livid, can't lie. But that was the something wrong that happened. Because it happened, I saw it happening. And I had to, like, not crash out on the girlies.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
And I just had to, like, I'll deal with it tomorrow. I'll deal with the grief tomorrow. It's already happened. You see it. It's happened.
Yeah,
So
you can't change it now.
you
The
might
whole-
as well just enjoy the rest of your night, party with the gal them, and then cry tomorrow.
Okay.
And that's what happened.
So whatever happened to the rug?
It's
Threw it
still
out?
there.
Oh, okay.
Couple
Rug
of
was
holes.
expensive.
Yeah,
It adds to
that rug.
character.
Exactly. That rug is literally like my whole statement piece in my living room. Like,
Right.
I not throwing that rug for two little small holes.
Okay.
Type
Maybe
shit.
you want to go to the east. I feel like the east is very
But maybe you want to move to the east.
off mic. What? I just want to know what area it was. I know how far east you went.
Is it that? Is it like that far east or is it
It's not
that
that
ain't
far.
east?
Nah, it's like UE vibes.
Okay. That ain't east. That's central. North central.
Okay, salty, my
It's
bad.
easy enough for him.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, what made you want to go there?
What made me want to move to the east?
I guess being in the US for so long is just kind of like, I feel like once you kind of start growing up in the US, everything just kind of happens in the West for you, like the rest of your life from now on.
Mm.
I feel like moving out to the West is
Like nobody ever moves out to the west.
yeah.
People move into the west.
You move into the West or you go to a different country?
No real. I moved to the east because that is where I had a place. Like my uncle had an apartment that he was giving up, and I wanted to move out of my parents' house, and the rent was something doable compared to the prices of rent for a 2-bedroom in the West. And I
For
was
sure.
like, I'm gonna take that.
Yeah.
I was like, actually,
Give me
you
two.
don't want that apartment? I'll have it. So
Right.
I like the east also because it's like the Eastern Main Road is just like one straight road that you could just walk, and everything is just like on this one strip.
Eastern Main Road. Oh, okay.
So I like
I don't know
that.
about the highway.
I like that walkable aspect to it. Like they have all these cute little cafes. Big up Noah, big up Bizu, big up what's that next place?
Starbucks. I know you're not talking about that.
We don't support Starbucks anymore.
Oh, I
I
touched a
hate
nerve.
Starbucks.
Serious?
Start him.
I don't.
I hate Starbucks. Boycott Starbucks.
Mm.
Stormzy's a sellout. Free Palestine. Fuck Starbucks and
okay.
all their brethren.
I don't know what
Shame
Stormzy
on
do.
you. You didn't know.
It's okay.
I don't go
Do
to
you
Starbucks.
feel like-
so.
Now that we're on this topic,
Right.
What?
do you feel like people get a lot of hate? Sorry, I was watching where the wall was yellow. Like if you
Oh
watch
yeah,
it up
yeah,
there,
yeah, 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 yeah.
the
yeah.
wall was a different color.
Oh yeah, yeah,
And I
yeah.
just noticed it.
No real.
Yeah. I said no.
Do you feel like people get a lot of hate for not knowing things? Like the same way how he didn't know the thing about Starbucks. It's like I feel like people expect you to know everything at all times, when sometimes, dog, I just really in a bubble.
Like, dog,
And
I have
really am
so many
so
fires to be
focused
out in a week. I don't know what's going on outside.
I'm
No,
so
really.
focused on what I'm doing that I really, what is going
Real.
on in the news, I do not like.
Real. It's so
And I'm
true.
gonna lie, like I got a SeaWorld jacket the other day.
What is
Fire.
SeaWorld now?
That thing keeps me
Oh, wait.
warm.
SeaWorld as in Orlando SeaWorld?
One of them, I ain't gonna lie to you, that thing kept me cozy. And somebody's like, that's a SeaWorld jacket. I'm like, yes, isn't it nice? And they're like,
We hate SeaWorld.
they're like,
Boycott
"We hate SeaWorld." And
SeaWorld.
I'm like, whatever they do, you keep that over there because I warm. I'm
No,
warm.
I understand.
So I have to get a patch to patch up that. But I don't know. It's a great jacket. I'm not gonna lie to you.
To answer that question, I think it makes no sense focusing on other people and their capacity to love and like care about things. I feel like all you're responsible for is your part. And like you said, a lot of people have a lot of stuff going on in their day to day.
Right.
I never gave a fuck about all these sort of humanitarian crisis things going on in the world until like I made space in my life, in my mind, in my spirit
Right.
to then have the capacity to care about these things. And it's just a sad truth that the capitalist system ensures that we don't have a lot of space to give a shit about other things other than what's in our immediate day-to-day, week-to-week thing. So to hate other people for their lack of space, it doesn't make sense to me. I definitely got caught in that trap when I first started like sort out activism like amongst my friends and my family, and they were just like, babes, we're not coming to your Palestine march.
I work in
And
the
I'm
morning.
like, you don't care about the innocent dying. Fuck
Right.
you.
I care about my boss. I have to work tomorrow.
No, well, yeah,
And also
exactly.
these celebrities that like, if they don't talk about it, they get hate. If they do talk about it, they also get
Like,
hate.
you're not
it's
educated
like-
on this topic.
What do you do to it? Because everybody went in on Selena Gomez for her crying about the
Mexicans.
Mexicans and the deportation. I'm like, she's showing that she cares, and yeah, she's not looking, too hot. Y'all hating on her.
Yeah, I don't know.
What we doing?
I don't know the tea with that. But yeah, I feel like people who hate are perpetuating the same hate that's happening in the world right now. All hate stems from hate itself. Hate. It's all hate. It's all the same thing. Whether it's on a grand scale of like genocide or whether it's you hating your neighbor. It's all hate. And I feel like once you're pushing that energy of hate, that's all you're going to be existing in.
Right.
So therefore, I don't waste my time personally trying to worry about anybody else's capacity to love. Worry about your own. Worry about making space in your own mind and lead by example. And that's
Yeah.
it. That's really just it.
Mm.
It's been a journey to that.
Yeah.
We'll say that.
I'll talk about your book. Well, zine. It's a zine a book. It's a book a zine.
Is a book a zine and is a zine a book? Yeah. Like what class is a book?
I don't know.
The class is
enough
read.
pages stacked together.
I don't
That's what I'm
read.
saying.
That's
so
my bare minimum.
You read?
Sometimes,
Uh,
if it's important.
loaded.
loaded?
That was
No,
a
I don't-
loaded
okay.
question.
No, I just asked
No,
you
no, no.
read the book.
I don't.
tea.
I don't.
No, I don't read it.
I don't-
I mean, I read now, but
Do you see?
what?
Do you?
No.
Yes, I have my book. My book is over there. It's
Okay.
called "What's Your Dream" by Simon Squibb. You should know Simon. He's
I
from
don't know Simon.
England.
I don't know Simon.
I expect you to know everybody from England. Name me every black person in England.
Emma Clayton. That's it.
We're talking about reading.
Bookazine.
Oh yes.
Book
the
or
zine,
zine?
the zine, the zine, the zine. Okay, yeah. So the zine that got published in London was like my
Jeez.
second. Thank you.
Show off.
Was my second. Who's be mad? Listen, yeah, the zine that got published in London with the launch event.
Come on.
Yeah,
Talk
Come
to
on.
him.
yeah.
Come
Talk to him
on.
nice.
100 plus
Say it twice.
attendees
Come
type
on.
shit.
Come on.
yeah,
If it's nice, say it twice. All right.
yeah. So that was essentially the journey that I first embarked on, summarized in 9 poems. So
Okay.
it was called Existing Ethereal versus the Evil Ego. So it's just an observation of myself and the two existing voices, entities, sides, whatever you want to call it, in me. So there was like this really pure sort of love and light voice that just wanted to spread love, etc., make art, do these things, create community. And then there was an evil ego side that I call my evil ego, which was kind of rooted in like sort of all my painful experiences that told me, you know, be jealous or be angry, be hateful, be proud, be egotistical. Like I saw clearly these two sort of things battling within me, and I basically come to conclude that they both exist, and it's about duality and integrating your ego so it's not an evil ego.
Yeah.
So that is the collection of poems that I did. It was received really well from the London crowd because I performed them as well as I had a couple of other performances, like by singers, London based. And I also had like loads of Trini collaborators as well be a part of the international publication because I did an open call because I was like, I'm getting published in England, guys. Who else wants to get published?
Right.
And that was really fulfilling as well to like allow some Trinidadians to get published abroad where they wouldn't have probably got that opportunity, and then seeing the response and gratitude in that after was really, really cool.
Listen, is crime happening today? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, goes to carnivals.
I feel like I've heard on like some kind
A
of
siren.
siren whole time.
Yeah.
Second one any pass hour.
Huh?
Second one any pass hour.
No, I think it's been more.
Well, second one I noticed any pass hour.
Oh.
Real.
Remember the name of the zine that was...
So it's called the video game of life.
Yep.
Okay. Because you said
Existed-
something else just now. You said the first one. The first
No, the first. So the
poem
first.
in the book?
No. So, it's the video game of life,
Right.
existing ethereal versus the evil ego.
Got it.
That's the
Okay. 'Cause
full.
I just had the video game of life here.
Yeah, that's
and
the
I was
full
like- I was
title.
like-
That's the full
You said a
title.
lot more things than I have here.
Yeah, but it is called the video game of life. Yeah.
Okay. Got
So
Do you
it's me versus me. That's
Yeah.
the video game.
Mm.
That's the funny part. Like all the poems are literally me battling my evil ego on all the different levels, and all the different levels coincide with just different what people call sins. So like one was about like overconsumption and my like insatiable desire for more. So like more clothes, more alcohol, more drinks, more food, more money, more everything.
Yeah.
Like for example. So it's just loads of different levels of my ego that I had to face.
Where do you think that kind of came from?
What do you mean?
Like just wanting more of everything, and I guess not really.
I think that's
being
just humans.
satisfied.
That's like the capitalist system that we kind of get
more is always better
inducted
than
in.
less.
More is always better. Like you always need the next best thing. Like ads are put in our face 24/7, and then we're told, "Oh, you wanna self-improve for the rest of your life. Like don't ever be satisfied."
Come on. Constant professional development.
Yeah.
I hear me.
Yeah.
Talk to him now.
Yeah. So I feel like that's just human nature and what we're taught, and it's exhausting.
Yeah.
It's definitely exhausting.
Talking about exhausting, do you want to talk about broken English? English. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Oh,
That was
broken
Ziggy.
English. Yes. That was my first publication.
Okay.
That was my first ever. Was it? Might be my second. Second publication. That was just speaking about breath, and I kind of correlated like breath and voice,
Right.
meaning that for me to take my first breath, I had to find my voice.
Okay.
So like asking yourself, what do you actually have to say? What do you stand for, or what are your thoughts on things? And I feel like it's easy to just adopt other people's voices, whether it be your parents, whether it be like the institution that you went to school at, whether it be your job. Like it's so easy to just be like, okay, this is what everyone's doing and saying, so this is what I'm supposed to be doing and saying. So it was only until like I said, oh wait, what do I actually want, or what do I actually stand for? What do I actually care about? That's when I felt like I was able to like actually breathe, like air. I felt very, very heavy before that, I'd say.
Right.
And now I feel like much lighter within myself.
Okay.
So that was the breath publication. That was really fun to write.
Okay. Can you tell us about like the different rounds? Like I looked at it, I couldn't figure out because you had on the website like different rounds, round 1, round 2.
No clue.
Okay, let me see.
No
I'm
clue.
missing something.
No, hold on. It was on the link tree. Hold on.
Don't do that.
What do we?
This.
No, I don't know. I was trying to figure out about the round 1, round 2 thing.
I saw you had the stories, round 1, round 2.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
No clue. I have no clue what that's about. Not a clue.
Okay. Because I saw it and I was like, I don't know what I really reading.
I think round 1, round 2. I think it was just a case where they had to publish it in parts.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah,
the
'cause I
first
saw
round.
the introduction with the demystifying decolonization.
Yeah.
And I was like, round 1 or round 2? I don't really know what. We knew that when that time come.
Yeah, honestly, don't know either. To be honest, I
Mhm.
just submitted and they
Okay. Oh, so you didn't actually construct this?
no.
Oh.
No.
It's like.
This is a thing already, and they did an open call, and then they selected pieces, and then you got published.
Okay. That makes
Yeah, that's their.
more sense because I was gonna ask about broken plates too because I was like,
Yeah, no, that's not me.
it's like, okay.
I just got published by
Okay.
them.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
I didn't actually start that
Yeah. Okay.
page.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Am I allowed to ask questions to y'all?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Doesn't happen all the time, but we are open to it.
Okay. If there is one thing that you can tell your teenage self now, what would it be and why? Jabari first.
That helps.
Wow.
I couldn't wait to do that.
I'm gonna think about this one.
Yeah, let it cook. Don't rush to answer. So just for the viewers, guys, the question is one more time. What would you tell your childhood self from where you are now and
You
why?
said teenage just not right. Childhood and teenage.
Childhood
I
and
feel
teenage, same thing.
like I
Nah.
never really.
Okay, fine. Teenage.
Okay.
Teenage.
Something go weak. I think I would tell myself.
Something go work.
Yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't laughing at you, by the way.
No.
I was laughing at my answer.
I think I would tell myself something would work. You don't know it now, but just trust the process because it had a lot of moments in my secondary school days where I was like, I really want to do this. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But now looking back, I'm not doing what I thought I would have been doing. But I'm as happy and or maybe happier doing what I'm doing now than what I thought I would have been doing. And it opened up my eyes to I like the flexibility that where I'm at, what it allows me to be able to do. While it's where I wanted to be before, I would have been very rigid. So yeah, I still haven't figured out, but something go work. Something has work.
Something has work and it will continue to work.
Yeah.
Type shit.
Still worried. I ain't gonna lie. Some things I'm like, but
And that's normal.
it's less of a
Yeah.
and more of a.
Can you do that to the camera? It's less of a what and more of a.
Less of a and more of a.
Okay. So less of a and more of a.
Yeah.
Like that. Jabari.
Why is everybody watching me?
Because it's your turn to
Can
answer.
I skip this answer?
No.
Okay.
Speak from the heart.
Speaking from the heart, you know, this life is so rough. Honestly, First one, invest in crypto. Because the dogs would have been outside. Right? Second one, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I never really took anything too serious in school. I mean, yes, I had. My grades were like a crash in stock market, basically. It started off well, and then they just went down. But that's just because of photography. I just I'm like, oh, this is what I want to do. So do I really have to do well in these things? But I think the main thing might be, I guess, kind of stick with it and to not be so stubborn. Maybe with the way that I might have edited before and not wanting to learn things as quickly as I would now. I feel like I kind of held back myself. So that's why I'm more open to like photography things and learning like lighting and, I read. Guys, don't clap too hard. Yeah, and just trying to keep my brain active. And it's okay to play some video games as well.
Yes,
it's okay to have downtime, and I think that's about it.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. What would you tell your younger self?
Oh.
No, there's only one more person here. I don't know.
Damn. And you would think because I asked you this question, you'd think I thought about it too.
Yep.
Let me think about it quickly. I would tell. I'm getting a phone call. Hold on. This. You gotta wait. I would tell my childhood self, don't let the pain of rejection harden you. Still try your best to constantly embody love, and walking in that energy will bring all your blessings to you, versus thinking I needed to chase them, because it was the chasing that just led to more suffering. So yeah, if I could tell my childhood self that, I think I would have been able to break a lot of cycles quicker and a lot of patterns sooner. It's like, don't let it harden you. Learn from it now and move forward.
Yeah.
Because if you let it harden you and then you start chasing whatever you think is going to not make it hurt, you're just going to get hurt more. So face it now. Face it now, feel it now, move forward now, integrate the love back in now. Because anything that I searched outside of myself to make me feel better for the pain that I was feeling inherently just caused me more pain.
Right.
So yeah, that's what I tell her.
Do you feel like a lot of people are just walking around being hurt and just kind of like going about their day and not really dealing with it?
I feel like that's an aspect to it, but I also see a lot of people doing the work as well. So it's like, again, duality. Both sides exist, for sure. But I think it'll always balance each other. So like just the amount of hate in the world is in direct correlation with the amount of love that I see in the world as well.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah.
Why do you care to spread so much love?
Why do I care to spread so much love?
Yeah.
I think I care to spread so much love because I have seen the darkest of times. And in seeing the darkest of times and making it through, I feel like if I could help someone who may be going through what I would have went through, and for them to feel not so alone, that's my gift to the world. Because when you're ground zero and you feel alone, that is the worst feeling. That is what keeps so many people stuck, because they feel as if they're by themselves and nobody else has like felt how they're feeling now. Bro, this human experience is shared. Every emotion that you felt and the capacity in which you felt it, somebody else has.
Yeah.
Somebody else has. And that interconnectivity, I think, is what will help people move forward, because loads of people just need an idea that something else exists outside of what they're feeling now. And if I could present that idea via social media, via the spaces that I create, then I'm doing my part. I'm living in my purpose. Because when I felt alone, I felt alone. When I felt down and out, I felt down and out. So thank God I found something to pull me out, but not everybody is open to that. So it's like, okay, here's something else, art.
Right.
Which is also, to me at least, an extension of divine.
Right.
Yeah. And that's the real reason. Yeah. I feel like that's anybody's reason to spread love, because they go through dark shit. And they're like, oh, what do I do with this now that I've made it through?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Help.
Could you give like, if you're up to, I guess, a little example of some of the things that you might have had to go through?
Yeah.
You don't have to be too in depth. So just because,
No.
I don't know, I'm just thinking about it like, if I'm somebody listening to it, yes, I can hear you say,
Been through dark experiences.
I've been through dark things, and I could be, guys, I
Anything.
only had 100,000 in my bank account. My dad locked me off, and I had to like actually start to work.
No,
You know?
No.
So I don't know. It just helps with
No, real. It helps
the
with
person as
it
listening.
helps with perspective as well, because I feel like there's already a stigma.
It's like that ain't deep, man.
No, well, this
Because we already see it from the West, so now we like.
no, this is what I'm
How
saying.
bad could it be?
There is literally a
Yeah.
stigma that I've had to deal with people, like especially in the creative space, that I don't know dark experiences because I grew up privileged.
Really?
Yeah. Like that is genuinely a narrative that I've had people tell me that they feel about me to my face. They're just like, bro, like,
What struggle you know?
what do you know struggle? What do you know about pain? What do you know about trauma? And I'm just like, oh, you think trauma is something that gets separated by bracket, by pay bracket? No. I think emotions are emotions, and experiences can happen to anybody. Like, I'm pretty sure you can be a billionaire and your parents could traumatize you.
Yeah.
So that's just my thoughts on that. But to give perspective, I think the hardest thing that I've been through to this day was I went through a very traumatic period in my life when I was unpacking all my dark experiences, and it caused me to go through psychosis. So I went through a what do you call it? A psychotic break? I don't know. Psychosis. Like, what do you call psychosis?
No idea.
Well, this is what I'm saying.
Explain for the people that don't know what that is as well.
Psychosis is literally when, like, you have no sense of the reality that you're in, or you don't know what to believe. You fully feel like if you've lost your sense of identity. And that is what I went through. And it's literally like not knowing anything, not knowing yourself, not knowing what's real, not knowing. It's like literally knowing nothing about anything.
Yeah.
And you're just kind of overwhelmed by the fact that you're surrounded by nothing after having what you believed was everything.
Right.
So kind of just having everything kind of stripped away from you, like everything that you knew to be true about yourself, about your family, about your friends, about your experiences, like it's like gone. And that sort of nothingness is it's a very scary place to be.
Mm-hmm.
And I was having like sleep paralysis every night, wasn't sleeping, wasn't eating, like just a shell of a person, like not really sure whether or not like if I could go forward, existing, full stop. Like it's either they threw me in St. Anne's or I sorted out.
Right.
So that was I think that was probably like the most sort of pinnacle part of my journey, just because when there is nothing, there's so much room to rebuild anything you want.
Mm-hmm.
And like intentionally rebuild everything that you want.
Yeah.
And it was through that faith and that belief that I was being guided, and this was a necessary step to move forward, allowed me to shake up and start building. But an ego death without drugs, guys, crazy shit.
A what?
What?
Sorry, I heard
Sorry,
it.
an ego death. That's like the kind of
Ego or
ego
Ego.
death.
Ego. Okay.
So that's like the kind of term that's coined for having your identity kind of disintegrated. And it normally comes in the level like through psychosis, because you're just like, what's real?
Right.
And then you really need to ask yourself, hey, yo, what's real? And yeah, like that's just probably one of the very long lists. Like, right, like I don't want to start trauma dumping on Cam. But I think if we're talking about physical trauma, a taxi driver tried to kidnap me in London.
Eh?
And I threw myself
Taxi?
out of a moving car. Yeah. A
Hmm.
Bolt driver tried to go with my 3 points.
What's
and
Bolt? Like,
Bolt?
is that like
Bolt.
Uber?
Bolt.
What's Bolt?
It's like a taxi app, like Uber.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Yeah, a Bolt driver tried to go with my 3 points, and I had to throw myself out of a moving car. That was pretty peak.
Okay, now I don't know, because I thought they have all your info on those apps,
No, well,
like the driver side,
they have our info, or we have their info. What are you talking about?
as in the company has the driver's
Oh,
info.
yeah, they do. I
So I'm like,
reported
you-
them,
Oh, okay.
and nothing happened.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. Like, these things are good in theory. It's like, oh, if they do you anything, like they have the info. Okay, but you've
what are you all
already
doing with the info?
What are y'all
when
doing?
these
Like,
times happen?
yeah, nothing.
Mm.
I also Googled, and I think it's called a psychotic episode.
Yeah, so I would have had a psychotic episode in the sense where, yeah, I didn't have any grasp of what the fuck was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like I said, that nothingness is so scary. You look around and you just don't, like, there's nothing to hold on to. Not even yourself.
No.
Not even the truths that you believe about yourself, because you can't even, like, you don't even believe anything. So it's like, damn, am I even existing without all these narratives that I once held for the world and for myself?
Right.
And yeah, when you're there, you kind of see or feel more so versus see. You kind of feel that, oh yeah, like I'm literally just whatever I choose to be.
Right.
And I've been making some good choices since. The rebuild was crazy. I'm a 2.0. You ain't never met a bitch like me. I swear to God, if you think you knew me, come meet this one. Like,
Those are the people before London.
yeah, even who I was in London versus who I am now, even who I was last week versus this week, even who I was today versus yesterday, before I even had this podcast versus now, we're constantly changing.
Mm-hmm.
We're constantly evolving. At least that's how it feels for me. Like, I feel like I go into experiences looking to learn something new.
Yeah.
And I always learn something new. And it's beautiful. It's a beautiful way to exist.
Nice.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you too, guys. Thank you so much for having me.
We're not done. We have rapid fire questions.
Oh. Rapid fire questions, go.
Come, I've done it 3 weeks in a row.
Oh, I thought you was gonna start it because
No.
you've started it last time.
Okay.
I'm tired. I said I'm done
Rapid
talking
fire
for the rest of
question.
the day.
Rapid fire question.
Okay, if you had to escape to a different country, where would it be?
Brazil.
Why Brazil?
Why Brazil?
Yeah.
I think that's supposed to ask all of these.
No, I know, but
Okay.
I'm
I
fucking
feel
with
like-
Brazil.
serious.
Yeah. I feel like me and Brazil would link. I don't know.
Right.
Like, we link good.
Okay. Last meal on earth, what would it be?
Traditional Indian food. I'm talking about chicken tikka masala. I'm talking about basmati rice. I'm talking about aloo gobi. I'm talking about bindu bhaji. I'm talking the whole works. I want a whole plate full. Naan bread, samosas, all that.
Okay. If you had to get a tattoo, what would it be?
Share that
Fun-
answer.
I know.
I
but
do have loads of tattoos, but my next tattoo is going to be these cunty ass wings on my back. Because I'm literally a fairy.
Like big ones?
We'll see.
Okay.
I can't take pain like that for
Let's
tattoo
see what you
pain. I can't really take tattoo pain like that. Nah, take your time. It'll be big enough for you to like
Okay.
clock that they're wings.
Okay.
You know? But I'm just talking about like full
Think
on
about a
like,
1-inch wing.
back piece.
Sorry. That's why I say I can't be on live TV.
No, you be good though. You be good. I feel like the clown
Oh my god.
the clown is part of it because it keeps the conversation light and cutesy.
Yeah.
Nah, he put that thought in my head. It's like, it's your back, and then you just see like wings like this.
Wait, what is that? It's my wings. What are you talking about?
It's like, I
You're
thought I was a
silly.
butterfly for a moment. I didn't realize. My bad, yo.
It would look like a
Thought I
butterfly.
was too far off butterflies.
Okay.
Give him a moment, guys.
Sorry, I'm ready. I'm good.
Let him breathe it out.
I'm good.
Favorite event to attend in Trinidad and Tobago?
Culture Network. Big up Salvation.
Big up
Big up
Salvation.
828.
What?
Salvation is somebody's name.
Yeah.
808? I don't know what that is.
828 is Salvation and Sweezy, the DJ.
Oh, I
No.
didn't know about that part. I just knew Salvation.
I know none of
Don't
it.
forget.
So wild meeting me. He was like, my name is Salvation. I was like,
Like the army?
Yeah. He is the
ah,
Salvation.
that's a cool name though.
Cool
Oh,
as fuck.
that's his real name?
Yeah.
Coffee.
Wow.
Salvation.
Nigerian.
Ah.
That's what he says.
What?
Because you went,
Hey, yo. That was you, bro. Jabari, don't let Jabari frame you.
Favorite aspect about Trinidadian culture?
Favorite aspect of Trinidadian culture?
Mm-hmm.
I think it goes back to what I like about you, Jabari. It's like that jokey, kind of fatty, kind of clowning aspect. Like, I feel like your ability not to take yourself too seriously is a very important trait to have. And as a Trinidadian living in Trinidad, you have to be able to not take yourself too seriously, because men will literally clown everything possible. They
For
do
sure.
not care.
Yeah.
You break your foot, they calling you hop along.
Walk it off.
Like
Yeah, like a tiny man, you're limping. Hello.
type shit. So it's just like, you know, we must kiki, we must laugh. The show must go on, and I like that. I
Right.
personally like that. Like,
Yeah, bounce it. You buff man. Don't worry. You're good.
yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Drink some tea. You're dying. Drink some tea is gas.
Oh no, I love that the people get in serious accidents and people are driving by like you can't park there. I love that that's here now.
Right.
I'm like, you know,
Peak culture.
I
Yeah.
really want to say it. Like when I see somebody, but I just don't. I
You
just don't
don't?
have it in me. Because the day
Can't
that I
park
might
there,
potentially
sir.
be in an accident
Mm.
and somebody tells me that, I will fling my tire at you.
No real. No real. And can I just also add to that question? I love the nature in Trinidad.
In terms of
Like the bush?
the
Or you mean
no, I
like the
said
people, like the-
No, like, what was the question again?
The
You said
envir-
favorite culture, favorite Trinidad.
aspect of
Aspect.
Trinidad. Yeah.
Well, this is what I'm saying. I said that other thing about like being able to take a joke as in for people, but if we're actually talking about like favorite aspect of Trinidad, period, the natural environment,
Yeah.
the rivers, the sun, the sea,
Right.
the rain.
You know, I went to a conference
Everything.
last week, and
What are you talking about?
I just saying I went to a conference last week, and
Okay.
I was asked like, someone asked me, what's the question they asked me? They said,
That's what you travel for?
yeah, what did they say? They asked me, it's like, so like, are y'all like always on the beach? I was like, I'm like, no.
Always. Those are the dilemma.
Type
Always.
shit, always.
Always on the beach.
It's like, cause like y'all just give off like a party vibe all the time. It's like, no, I got a life. I have things to do. I have bills to pay. I gotta work. Actually, to get to the beach is quite difficult. Depending on where you're at. If you want to go to like a
Tobago.
Real.
yeah, it's like you gotta cross a mountain,
Yeah.
cut through some
I feel
bush.
like in Tobago, I could accidentally end up on the beach.
Always.
Where
I
Yeah.
love
it's like
Tobago.
I really have
You had
to
a plan.
mentally be like,
Big
Let
up
me go.
yeah, we're
Tobago.
going to the beach.
Big
Yeah.
up Tobago. Big
Um,
up the beach.
favorite
Love
time of
the
year.
beach. Favorite time of the year? Christmas. Because my two brothers come home.
Oh.
Yeah. They're both in America. So Christmas has always been the time, like even when I was in England, it would be the time that the family comes together. And I
Okay.
adore my brothers. I have an older one and a younger one. So getting to see them, top tier
Right.
dopamine boost because they're both extraordinary individuals.
Nice.
I don't have any questions.
Okay.
I was looking up questions. I don't have any.
No, it's
Bad haircut or bad dye job?
bad haircut or bad dye job. Fuck. Bad dye job. I feel like I could do with like a crazy color, but if the cut's funky, then that's just fuck.
That's what you got.
That's just what you got.
Books or movies?
Movies.
Surprising,
What?
but also not surprising. I don't know. I feel like after you're done right, I don't want to look at another page. But also, I like looking at pages. So, you know.
I don't even read that much. I'm gonna be honest. I'm
Mhm.
not an avid reader. Like reading is still something that I have to intentionally do. All my writing, like I said, comes from my own experiences. If I
Right.
didn't have my experiences, I would not write.
That's what I understand that. After I finish reading for school and for work, I'm like, yeah, I don't want to read for my leisure time. I am good.
Real.
But I do know it would be good for me to read other things, which I try to do sometimes. I'm not going to lie. It's not a all the time thing. Go ahead.
Win the lottery or land your dream job? Landing your dream job is, I guess, more like.
I don't have a dream job. So I'd win the lottery, so I can use the money to build my own shit.
That's all I had. It wasn't my best day. I won't lie to you.
It's okay.
I apologize.
I feel like we had a great conversation.
Yes, I think so.
I enjoyed the podcast. I enjoyed yapping with you guys.
We'll link all of your stuff.
Yeah.
Shout out to the nail tech.
Yeah.
Or did you do them yourself?
Shout out to my nail tech, Ethereal Nails. Get into it.
It looks soft but hard at the same time.
Yeah, it's actually textured.
Oh, you made them yourself?
No. I didn't make them.
So
She made them.
real nails.
So funny enough,
Oh, community, sir. Community.
I met a girlie whose nail salon is called Ethereal Nails. And I said, babe, I literally have
A community called.
a community called
Living.
Existing.
I don't know why I said
Ethereal.
living.
It's okay, Jabari. It's for the girlies. So
Apologize.
I don't see it. Like, you know,
It's not for us.
You know, it's not for you guys.
Wow.
But if you're a girly watching this,
Segregation all again.
it's not segregation.
Don't take me on, please.
No, because I've had.
No, don't take me on.
No, but I've
didn't.
actually had like creative guys
Yes.
like come up to me and be like, "You're part of the problem. You're
Oh, no,
you're
I-
separating
It's never
the
that serious.
girlies. Like, you should be having events with men and women. Why is it only girls? If I pull up there in a dress, are you gonna tell me that I don't have the right to
Hey, yo.
identify as a
First of all-
woman? You're weird. You're weird.
I think I'm sorry to the headphone listeners there.
Nigga, you're weird. Like, calm down. But
You
yeah,
know,
Yeah,
like
because
that-
they weren't even gonna dress like that
they weren't
on
gonna
a
come.
whole.
If I had an event, a mixed event, the niggas who were telling me that would not even show up and pay money. So it's just like, you're actually just in my face yapping. Get out of it.
But also, it's not that deep.
I just have the records be shown that I didn't mean it that deep.
Okay. Let the record show.
I just said that as a joke, but that
Yeah,
was,
like
it was
literally,
Let the record show
you know, it's one of those
Jabari
things
was
where
kicking.
it's one of those things where you see online and it's like, this can happen in real life, right?
yeah.
But apparently, I thought wrong.
It does. It does happen.
Nah, man, I'm bold, you know.
I know, but
No, you might
I wouldn't
think that you
I
would do
know,
it.
I'm not gonna say I wouldn't think to
But I
even.
literally have a friend where like we did a job and the response that I got from the client and the response that they got from the client were two different things. Because I'm just like, yeah, guys, we did great. That's what they said, and they're like, what are you talking about? They said X, Y, and Z. I'm like, so why nobody didn't tell me this?
Damn.
I was like, okay, guys, I did great then, because they had something else to submit.
You did great. They
I was
did
like, oh,
shit.
I guess maybe, you know,
Hey.
I'll just shut up. So,
Real.
and it was two girls, and it was the guy, a client. So I was like, you know,
Okay.
nah, men
Wait,
be
can I
bold.
ask y'all one last question
Sure.
before we
Shoot.
wrap it up?
Every time I watch your head, I think this is AirPods in your ear, but it's just the earring. It's the color of it and the shape.
I'd say.
Type shit.
Okay. Oh, okay. I get it.
Yeah. What is the most important lesson that you've learned in your life thus far? And what is it? Like a lesson that you learned from an experience and you said, oh shit, this is big. I'm going to remember this one. Don't rush to answer.
I don't think I have that.
You do. Search
Okay,
within.
I'm gonna search.
I think you biggest lesson. I think it would be you are where you need to be when you need to be there, even though you don't know what it's leading up to. And it leads back to when you would have asked, like, what you would tell your younger self.
Yeah.
Because, okay, like, I wanted to be a mechanical engineer the entire time. Like, that was the goal. Everything that I did was to be a mechanical engineer. And on multiple occasions, whether it is going into school, not getting accepted for it in UE, then finding a way in UE to be able to transfer across, because I was in the engineering faculty, getting scholarships to go away to do mechanical engineering. COVID happened. Then, well, actually, applied to UE, didn't get into mechanical. They said I didn't do 6 months. Okay, fine, fair. Then when I was going to do the maths program in UE, the courses that I was already doing was clashing. Every single class was clashing with that maths course.
Damn.
So fine, cool. I just go away and do it.
Go away.
Get into schools away, got scholarships to do it. COVID happened. Had to wait a whole year. By the time the year ended, I was going to graduate UE. It's like, it's fine. And if I didn't stick with UE, I wouldn't be where I'm at now.
Mm-hmm.
So, everything has to happen when it has to happen, although you don't know it is happening. Yeah.
That big. You are where you are supposed to be, even though you're not sure why you're there and what it's leading up to. Love that. Adore that. Jabari. Hit me with the gem so I know what I'm taking home with.
Well, that's been it for this episode, guys.
No.
No, I don't have, I guess, that conversation. Okay. I guess where somebody directly said it to me.
Sorry, wait. Pause.
I don't have a conversation with someone. Oh,
My mom. Hi, Mom.
hi, Mom. We're almost done. 5 minutes.
Okay, I'm gonna send you location. No, it's kind of upper by Long Circular.
Same street with
Yeah.
Long Circle Mall.
Same street as Long Circular.
Next to Funky Pets.
Next to Funky Pets.
I don't think anymore.
I'm gonna send a location
Sure.
by it because I'm still recording.
Funky Pets was where the light
Okay,
places.
Cool, bye.
On the corner.
Just before, opposite the fight place. Yeah, opposite the gym.
Wait, let me just send this
Used to be there.
Oh, they closed down.
I think it's an interior place now.
No, not there. Opposite way.
Oh, with the food, the pet food.
That's not Funky Pets.
I don't know the name. I'll be honest. It probably it is.
I thought they closed down.
Probably.
Hey.
Who knows?
Let's lock in.
Oh.
Right, Jabari, please. Please!
Headphone people, I'm so sorry.
Headphone people, nothing. Shake up. Jabari, about to hit us with a gem.
Sorry, it wasn't a conversation that somebody directly said to me. It's something that I overheard, I believe.
So, it's a
But
lesson.
I remember hearing an older guy, I think it was,
Mm-hmm.
an older person. And they basically were like, school days were their best days. And ever since I heard that, I was like, that sounds so sad. I never want school days to be my best days. So now I'm living so that school days will be
Never your best day.
so insignificant to my life that I don't even thinking about it.
Okay, bad.
So
Period.
that's really it. Yeah, because y'all have grown people money now. Like,
You could go anywhere that you
have
once-
grown people money.
like. Once you save
me
up
cook.
enough, you can go.
yeah, once you, I mean, like,
If you put
What-
intentionality.
if you save,
Listen,
even if you travel once for your whole life, or even if you, like,
I'm
I just
about
say-
to gain access to the funds that
Outside
are
nice.
already mine.
inside nice, but outside nice. I ain't saying you need to have all the money in the world.
Mm-hmm.
But the things that you could do outside of school as opposed to being in school is like,
Come on now. Yeah.
Yeah.
boss man, I really can't make it today. I ain't feeling too good.
Type
You
shit.
in 5 Islands?
Yeah.
Talking about.
Talking about
I ain't saying you
Type
need to
shit.
have access on money, but you have vacation.
You
days,
have
take
your
that off and you just
Mm-hmm.
go in the garden and just lie down and peek in the sun.
yeah.
So basically,
Because you want to.
every decision is on you and not
Yes.
dependent on.
Yes, it's dependent on you and on not your parents and not you have homework to do. You don't. It's just
Yeah, school days.
yes, you have bills to pay.
School days being your best days
Yes, you
is
have
wild.
responsibilities, but I don't know. I feel like the free will of just being away from school is
It's like I feel insane thing.
yeah.
Real.
If you were to just break off on my wing mirror, enjoy that moment.
Just deal with the consequences
yes,
afterwards.
that's really it.
How?
That's
Why
been
we-
this week's episode. We'll link all of Emma's socials in the description. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me,
I hope
guys.
you had a good time.
I appreciate it. This was fun.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely had a good time.
And we hope to see you at some point.
No, for sure.
Again,
We outside
whenever you're ready.
type shit.
Um,
Invite me. I'm there.
Okay.
I'm doing this thing where, like, coming back to what you said about always being where you're supposed to be, instead of chasing where I think I'm supposed to be, I'm waiting for the invitations, because that's
Right.
where I'm truly supposed to be, because I didn't have to do any sort of
Right.
seeking. It's like, this came to me. There must be a purpose why I'm being called here, and I've been enjoying it. I've been having a great time. Although I'd still reach out to places that I want to go and people I want to see. Don't get me wrong. But I'm enjoying the receiving as well of opportunities.
Word.
Yeah.
This has been Jabari.
And Jabari.
And Emma.
We'll see you next week. I guess we have now.
You don't normally wave?
No.
No.